All right, we're on a critical mission today. We're going to find out exactly how much of your sales department's secret sauce, we're talking pricing, strategies, customer lists, is already out there just waiting to be found by generative AI. Let's dive right in.
And just so you know, all the intelligence we're covering today comes directly from Chapter 4 of a fantastic tutorial put together by Virtualization Options LLC.
So let's start with a question that should, wake you up a little bit. What if your biggest rival could just ask an AI for your entire sales playbook and get it? It sounds like something out of a movie, but this risk is way more real than you think.
Okay, so here's the fundamental problem, right? Your sales team has to share detailed information to close deals. I mean, that's their job. But here's the twist. In the age of AI, that info, which you thought was temporary or private, can become a permanent, searchable part of this massive digital brain. And that creates a brand new hidden security risk that we really need to get a handle on.
So your mission today is to put on your investigator hat. We are going to pinpoint the exact leak points where your most sensitive sales intel is escaping into the wild and getting soaked up by these commercial AI models.
All right, let's get started. Our first major leak point, proposals and those big RFP responses. I mean, these documents are absolute goldmines of sensitive data, and they're designed to be shared outside your company. The real question is, where do they end up?
And listen, we're not just talking about fluffy high-level stuff. We are talking about the crown jewels. Your specific pricing models, step-by-step implementation plans, even confidential customer references and deep dives into your capabilities. It's all neatly packaged up and, well, potentially being fed right into an AI.
Moving on to leak point number 2. I want you to think about every sales deck, every webinar recording, every single product demo your team has ever made. So often, this stuff gets posted on sharing sites like SlideShare or just passed around from company to company, spreading way, way beyond who you thought you were talking to.
Now just imagine what this means for a competitor. They could see your exact positioning strategy, how you talk about them in your battle cards, what's on your secret product roadmap, and the specific customer stories you use to win business. It's like giving them a front-row seat to your entire sales strategy.
Now, our third leak point is a bit sneakier, but it's just as dangerous. This is all about the individual communications from your sales reps. Think about all those LinkedIn posts, comments in industry forums, or even presentations they give at local meetups.
You know, a single comment might seem totally harmless on its own. But here's the thing. AI is a genius at connecting the dots. It can take a customer name from one post, a little hint about pricing from another, and a strategic comment from a third, and suddenly it's built this incredibly detailed intelligence profile that no one ever meant to share.
Okay, so we've identified the leak points. The big takeaway here is that your sales process itself is often your biggest vulnerability. So now it's time to go on the offensive. This next part is your interrogation toolkit. These are the exact prompts you can use to start questioning these AI models and see what they really know about you.
Our first tool is all about the money. We're going to use some very specific prompts to figure out just how much an AI knows about your pricing, your packaging, and your overall financial strategy.
And it can be as simple as this. Seriously, you just take a prompt like the one on the screen, pop in your company's name, and run it on ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all of them. You're trying to see if the AI can piece together your pricing tiers or discount structures from all that public data it's been trained on.
Next up, we're going after your customer list, which is often one of your most valuable assets, right? These prompts are designed to see which of your customer relationships, your case studies, and your success stories have accidentally been made public.
And again, it's a simple, direct question. Asking an AI to list your customers or summarize your success stories can be really revealing. You might find out that details from what you thought were private proposals or case studies have leaked out and become common knowledge for the AI. Okay, so you've run the prompts, and now you have a list of what the AI knows. The next step is not to panic. I repeat, do not panic. It's time to analyze. We need to triage these findings and separate the really critical risks from just, the acceptable background noise.
The easiest way to do this is to think in 2 buckets. High-priority concerns are the things that give a competitor a direct, real advantage. Lower-priority exposures, on the other hand, are things that were probably already public anyway, like a customer logo you have on your website.
So here's a good way to think about it. If the AI spits back specific pricing figures or your internal competitive battle cards, whoa, that's a high-priority threat.
But if it just lists customer logos from your homepage or talks about general price ranges, that's lower priority. The key here is to focus your energy on what actually gives a competitor an edge.
So we've investigated, we've analyzed, and now it is time for action. This final phase is all about securing the perimeter, taking real, concrete steps to plug the leaks you found, and just as important, prevent new ones from opening up. And we're going to tackle this with a clear 4-step protocol. First, take immediate action on what you found. Second, implement some new processes. Third, train your team. And finally, set up a system for ongoing monitoring.
And here's the playbook. First, audit and remove. Get on sites like SlideShare and pull down any of those super detailed proposals. Second, implement controls. Start using things like watermarks or expiring links for sensitive documents. Third, train your team. Make sure they get the risks of posting on social media. And finally, monitor quarterly. Make this a habit. Run these tests every few months to make sure your defenses are actually working.
So we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Your sales team is the engine of your growth, no question about it. But with the power of generative AI to absorb and connect everything, are you absolutely sure they're not also your biggest, most unintentional data leak?